I'll be adding Hack. I'll ask Hack to come in anyway. We'll be getting B. Oliveira. We'll be getting who will be getting? We'll be getting Velocity, and we will be getting Leclerc. Oh, no, I will also ask them to add Hack because I feel so bad. But there you have it. Hopefully they should be joining in a very brief second after they join. What an absolute crazy end to the race that was. I cannot believe what I have just seen. Hello, Velocity. Congratulations on your win. I bet you were not expecting what just happened.
Oh my gosh. I don't know what to say really. I'm not sure at all what to say. I'm speechless, honestly. I'm sorry. What happened to Hack was, I think that's, gutting for him and the team. Obviously, they were up there all weekend, but I'm very happy to turn what was not the best ideal qualifying.
Yeah.
Win.
So I've got a question for you. So obviously, with the shock of what happened to Hack, obviously you weren't expecting it to happen. So what was your immediate reaction?
Sharing sayings on clips, but I wish it was, because that was a bit of a Max Verstappen or Pierre Gasly scream there.
That's exactly what the team radio was for you, actually, the one that we played. Quick question for you, Velocity. The battle with everyone, really, it was such an interesting race. I mean, you had battles with Hack, you had battles with Gabriel, you had battles with Leclerc, you had battles with J-Tac. Honestly, what a race that was. I mean, do you have anything to say about those battles and what actually happened in them? Because they seem really interesting from our point of view.
I think all drivers from all the different teams was given it their all. I mean, it was quite nice to see so many, teams in it. Even the Ferraris at one point, were looking very good, and they got some good point finishes. But I had to keep it clean, and that worked out in the end.
I want you to stay in the party because we'll be doing actual Drive to Survive interviews after, asking you to comment on how your season has been going, your move from Aston Martin, I think it was, or whatever, wherever you were before, to Mercedes. So if you would just like to stay in the party. Obviously, I don't know who has joined at the moment. Let's have a look. We've got 4 people in the party. So we've got Gamer, B. Oliveira and Velocity. So I'm going to go to B. Oliveira first, considering he was on the podium. So Yusuf, just wait 5 minutes for me. So B. Oliveira, man, you are, like I asked Velocity, you were probably not expecting that podium right at the very end.
Of course not. That was amazing race, amazing job from everyone on our team. Yusuf got we were unlucky because we got cut off with an AlphaTauri ahead, but we managed to recover. A long race, 36 laps, long race, P3, P5, lovely stuff. Honestly, getting a podium from Ferrari.
Honestly,
really nice.
Great performance. From Ferrari there, not just you, but for both drivers. Yusuf, you had some absolutely amazing pace there.
I've been practicing this for a long time.
And
the start of the season hasn't been the best. So
honestly, I believe you two had the pace for a 1-2 out there, because you guys were seriously, you guys were absolutely flying. Honestly, honestly, it's the quickest I've actually seen you guys go in all my time watching you in different leagues, watching you last season, Yusuf obviously watching you in SBR. Honestly, that's the quickest I've ever seen either of you drive. That was absolutely superb.
We've been putting in the work in the practice. behind
Yeah.
the scenes as well. So you've got to, it's not like we've been sitting back and doing nothing.
Exactly. I really am very happy with how everything went. So, if you guys would like to stay in the party for the actual Drive to Survive interviews, I will be adding a couple more people for Drive to Survive interviews. So Gabriel will be. No, I actually didn't. Oh wow.
Back from the back of the grid. Managed to get P5, which is a great result.
So the first person I'll be going to talk to for the Drive to Survive interviews is Velocity, obviously. So we're going to go into proper interview mode here. I'll be asking a few questions which I haven't actually thought about at all, but that's actually okay. So Velocity, from your point of view, run us through how your season has been going.
Obviously, I've not been here for a while. I'm very, I think every race I've done from was Azerbaijan onwards, I've done pretty well. Obviously, starting off with what should have been a podium in the Aston Martin to, getting pretty consistent finishes up till now. Obviously, I'm very happy with that.
Yeah.
And overall, the season's gone pretty well. I mean, this is my first official race with Mercedes, and I'm in, I think, 4th in the standings.
Nice. Another quick question for you: were you contacted by the Mercedes team boss there? What happened? How did you get the drive at Mercedes? Because that is a pretty big move.
Well, there was a bit of an opening spot at Mercedes. There was like a little trial, and I actually I was in another league at the time, and I joined right at the end, and just before Silverstone, just with that one drive, I managed to get a chance at Britain, which I managed to come home. I think was it P3, and I got the seat.
Nice. So for the any incidents that you've been involved in, what have you thought of them? Would you like to comment, or would you like to keep silent? And what have the stewards said about them?
I think I haven't been in too many incidents, but I think there's been a few that's took away some results. Like at Azerbaijan, I think I got a couple penalties for things I don't think was really my fault. One with, I think it was Secret at Azerbaijan, that stripped me from, I think it would have been P2 or P3 down to P9 or something, which I don't think it was deserved, but I mean it is what it is now, and I have to just keep going forward.
Onwards and upwards for you, my friend. Thank you for the interview. Hopefully we see you more on the podium in the future.
Yeah, thank you.
No, absolutely no problem. We'll go back to B. Oliveira then.
Sure.
Like I asked Velocity, how do you think, from your point of view, your season's been going?
I think it could have been a better start for the season, but it's a decent one. I think I'm not sure if I got points every race, but if not, most of them. Even if it's not big points, it's consistency. Consistency is key. So I think we've been working. It's not showing every race our work, but we've been working. everyone on the team has been working, so we really deserve this result right now.
Yeah, 100%. Another question for you. With you and Yusuf, do you believe that there is a number one driver in the team, or do you believe that you're both equal?
Nah, I wouldn't say there's a number 1 and 2 driver in the team.
Okay.
There's better and worse races for each driver. That's completely understandable. So I don't think there's a number 1 and number 2 driver. No.
Okay, well, I definitely have to agree with that. I mean, hopefully there is no number 1 and number 2 drivers on your team. That would not be a very good morale boost. I know your team boss, he is a nice guy, and I don't think he'd want to bring either of you down, putting a number 1 and 2 role on you. But yeah, thanks. One more question for you, actually, mate. I just want to ask, how did you get in talks with Ferrari right at the beginning of the season? Because obviously you were at Williams last year, I think, right?
I joined the league 2 races from the end.
Ah, right, okay.
And I did the trials in the Alfa Romeo, and then the Ferrari team boss contacted me.
Oh, yeah.
So I was a reserve for the last 2 races, and then he liked my performances, and here I am as a full time.
Yeah. Thank you very much for the interview.
Thank you.
So, let me just have a quick look. Who is here? It is Yusuf, the last man we'll be interviewing today. Like I've asked everyone previously, how has your season been going?
Well, being honest, it's been pretty shocking. I haven't had the best start to the season, really. I mean, I've only had 1 or 2 finishes, even then it's been out of points. I've shown the pace in qualifying, but I've never been able to carry it out in the race, whether that's been, because of incidents that haven't been my fault or from, silly mistakes. But yeah.
Yeah, so obviously you've shown some decent pace in qualifying, but unfortunately you haven't kept up in the race. Do you have anything to comment on about incidents that may have happened in previous, or maybe even in the race that has just occurred?
I just think driving standards need to improve, really, being honest.
Bold statement.
Yeah, I'm being honest now, you've asked me to be honest, but
yeah.
If you have a look at some incidents that I've been in, I mean, it's a lack of common sense. I mean, you need to at least think about what you're doing when you're driving. I mean, okay, it's understandable to make a mistake and then cause an incident. If you're just not aware of your surroundings and then you cause an incident, that's just not right.
Yeah.
Let's say you've got damage. Well, don't like brake 600 meters early right in front of the guy behind you. I'll just maybe think about what you're doing and move out of the way.
Yeah, I mean, are you going to name any names, or are you going to keep silent?
I think it was AlphaTauri.
Ah, right. Okay.
To the left-handers. But yeah. Because ruined my race. Dropped me to the back of the grid.
Wow.
Just about saved my teammates' race though. But yeah.
Yeah. A couple more questions for you. So from, like I've asked everyone previously, how did you get in talks with the Ferrari team boss?
Well, I'm in another league with him, which is my own. So I was already like in talks with him. I was like speaking to him quite a bit from my league. So I saw that he was a Ferrari team principal.
Ah,
so
yeah.
I thought, you know what, I might as well just give it a shot. And then I managed to get it. And also, the reason I went for Ferrari is because there's 2 other realistic leagues that I'm in, and I drive for Ferrari. So I'm very accustomed to the car, so that's why you can see, as time progresses, I've been able to take out more pace from the car.
Yeah. So thank you for the interview, and we will have one last person in, Gabriel. So Gabriel, from your point of view, how has your season been going?
Yeah, I think pretty well, to be fair. I had some good moments, I think. Just for Russia, with the penalty of the JTAC and something. But yeah, I think it was going 1-2 today, but unfortunately it didn't. So yeah, I mean, let's see what Canada can reserve for us, but I think overall I'm very satisfied.
So yeah, do you have anything to say about any incidents that you may or may not have been involved in, especially with a couple of rivals even? Do you have anything to say about those?
Yeah, I mean, JTAC, I think, from my footage, from my point of view, I think he took me out. I mean, I think Archie say that in Discord that Red Bull were playing team games, so he thinks that he took me out on purpose. But I mean, I think so. But let's see the footage, and because the exit of that particular corner, you have kind of a bump, so it's very common to have an oversteer. I had two oversteers on quali, so yeah. Let's see what reserves we know. I think until Canada will be a long story.
Yeah, 100%, mate. So as we've seen this season, you've moved to McLaren from Alpine. Obviously, last year you showed some serious pace, and it's even been up now, being in a better car. Do you have anything to comment on about Alpine, how they might be doing, and how much they might be doing a little bit worse without you there?
First part of the question, no, wait, second part of the question, yes. I mean, I think both of, I mean, I don't know what was the race, but I think both of their drivers went out in Q1. I don't remember the race now, but then I think
they finished 11th and 12th.
And now, yeah, I mean, yeah, I kind of feel sorry for them, but yeah, hopefully they can get better drivers to the future and just developing more what they have now.
Yeah, I want to thank you, Gabriel, for the interview here, and I'd like to thank everyone for watching both streams and this interview stream. Thanks everyone for watching. Have a great rest